With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And we are underway from Atlanta. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. Evans running straight ahead. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3. Vick now from the 50. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. It's a play fake. Now Vick will flip this out to Evans. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And they'll run for it with Evans. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
Ready?
First and 10, Young. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to get the football back at their own 17. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, Do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on fourth versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
25 yards there on the catch and run.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly. Well, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Vince Wilfork able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
The throw on second down from Vic, incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Vic. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now Vic on fourth down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. No score after one on EA Sports. So the fourth down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Evans. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Second down, Vic. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
18 Rattlers, 7 Pirates, Mustang 19.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That open man that time, they end up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Come on, set.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
And And Young's throw there incomplete.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
Here's Pat McAfee now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. This is 2nd and 8.
18, 5 years.
Vic to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Vic. That is caught. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
First down, Vic. And to the right side here, it's Allen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On the tackle that time, Bruce Irvin.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Vic goes play action. Well, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And the Falcons are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Let's go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They run again on first down, Chubb. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively. Virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. They run it again with Chubb. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now 2nd and 5.
Black swap. Blue check. Hut, hut.
Running left is Walker. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're heading towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Clock 10. 5.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes us all the way down to the Bears' 26. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now. 1st and 10.
Check white. Set.
They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Check pink. Hut.
A give running right is Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Young will set to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! Tyler Higbee. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Falcons have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Here comes Devin Hester bringing it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just already know our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. On play action, Vick. And he's going to go